Harriet plopped her chin onto her palm and stared out the window at ornamental trees swaying in a strange sort of dance to the accompaniment of a stiff breeze. There wouldn't be many dances in town for a few months. Most of Newmarket's populace had gone to London at the beginning of the season, and those who remained were contenting themselves with a more casual social existence. It wasn't particularly the dancing Harriet would miss, as she was rather indifferent about the endeavour, but casual gatherings brought difficulties. Formality kept a certain distance in the interactions, a lack of intimacy that prevented true friendships from occurring. The close friendships she'd stumbled into made her life richer, but also complicated. She turned from the window and glanced at her open diary to peruse today's schedule. The page was empty aside from her weekly dinner with the aforementioned problematic friends. Her life didn't need more relationships, but her calendar was definitely lacking. The stack of invitations was thin, and, after adding the ones that wouldn't require too much conversation to her calendar, far too many blank spaces remained. While the modiste in Newmarket wasn't her preferred clothing maker, an appointment or two could fill some time. A visit to the vicar's wife would take up an afternoon, perhaps more if the church had extra needs among the poorer parishioners. Harriet would love to fill more of her days with walks, rides, and teas with her friends, but it was far too difficult to constantly keep up her guard around them, and she needed time away to strengthen her resolve. It was both glorious and horrible to get a piece of something one wanted so desperately but couldn't completely enjoy. She really did need to see about setting her life in order so she could move on with it. Until then, she'd simply have to walk that fine line between keeping friendships and keeping secrets. With the invitations sorted, she turned to the even smaller stack of personal correspondence. A new letter from her father sat on top. A smile drifted easily across her face as she read the words and absorbed the comfort of her father's familiar handwriting.